part of Discord here on post Switch 2 pre-order day. Happy anniversary. We'll talk about it here in a second. I told Jesse Kimball specifically not to give away what we can sell, to quote the Great White Hype starring Samuel L. Jackson. This is After Dark on the Podzilla 1985 network. My name is Shannon Young, once again on camera for the first time in a month that you guys can't see, but they can. So this is the most I've been seen in a while. And tonight we're gonna do some comedy. You probably have a sketch or two in there. Let me introduce my co-host for the evening. First up, once again, as voted by Hustler Magazine, the Thursday Night Delight, Jesse Kimball.
Hey, what's up?
Jesse Kimball tonight, by the way,
Hustler Magazine
will be mostly here. He's also watching the draft, so this might be a rough one for us.
He's allowed to do something else, but I'm not.
No, I don't want him doing the draft either.
I don't have the audio on the draft. The audio was not
I
on.
didn't have sound on my game, which actually cost me a puzzle because I didn't realize it was a sound puzzle. Oops. That's all right. I went back and did it after I died.
Lindsay Wolflong.
Wolf Long? That's
Wolf
not my
Long.
name.
I thought he said Wolf Long.
I did. I said Wolflong. Yeah. I don't know what she heard. Get your,
Wolf Long.
Not that.
get your mind
Definitely
out of the
not
gutter. Shelby, really good at Yakko Kazooie. What's his name? Ukulele.
Yakko Kazooie.
Yeah, that's me, I guess.
And this motherfucker wonders why he probably still has a hernia.
I'm pretty sure Echo has out in Branson.
Wasn't Yakko Kazooie the star of the 80s? He was from like Australia.
Yakov Smirnoff.
Rush.
I think I was thinking Yahoo Serious. Yakko Kazooie, that's a new wrestler coming to WWE. The man himself, Tanner Calvert's here.
Yeah, what do you want?
To go back in
Jesus
time
Christ.
and tell myself not to drink that wine. And Double H.
I didn't do the assignment. I'm still working on the assignment.
That's
Well,
okay.
Come back to me later.
Sounds like I'm just going to have to take Hunter Hendricks down with the 3 most dangerous letters of professional wrestling.
What are they? There it is. Oh.
So, Nintendo, I didn't even know this until Jesse messaged us in the chat. Last night, Nintendo put their pre-orders up for the Switch 2. And if you're listening to the show, we want to know, were you able to get one? Because most of us did, actually. Myself, Jesse had 2, of course. One for Shelby, one for him. Lindsay decided she did not want one yet. She wants to wait for a Pokemon one. So it's just me.
That's my rule.
Yep.
I will not buy a new system unless it is Pokemon Special Edition.
Also on the show,
I will
Asa Gray.
customize it for you.
That's true. That's true. She's got a tattoo gun for systems, for consoles.
I mean, yeah, but that's not what it's called.
Should I change the name to Tattoo Gun for Systems?
Yes.
Tattoo Gun for Systems. I should probably say what I'm getting rid of since it's on the show. I'm going to get rid of a giant rodent of mythological nature because I think it was supposed to be rodent,
Aw.
It
but it
was.
just says rodent.
Yeah, whoever put it
So-
in misspelled
Rodan?
it. It might have been me. And I saw it and said, well, that's funnier. I'm just going to leave Rodin.
Well, Steven is now Tattoo Gun for Systems.
So when Jesse said that, I went in and tried to pre-order one from Walmart. I got one through. And then as I sat there, I thought to myself, why did I do that? Because I also, like Hunter, I wasn't really planning on getting one. But the moment Jesse dangled the
still
carrot
not.
in front of me, I got on there and tried. And I was in the Walmart waiting line for 40 minutes. Like we were watching Andor, season 2 of Andor.
Pretty much when you gave up, Jesse, he got in.
Yeah. Yeah, true story.
Fantastic.
True story.
Right. So yeah, the way that it worked out, yeah, Shelby and I gave up at 11:30. We tapped
11:38
out.
for me. I tapped out 8 minutes after. I sat in bed going, "Come on."
And
So we tapped out because Best Buy
What
started
happened was-
pre-orders at 11:30 for some fucking reason. They were just behind everybody else, and then they had a similar like queue system to Walmart. And I waited in that for like 10 minutes while I'm laying in bed, and I just said, "Fuck it!" Like I'll try to get one on launch day.
What happened was you got out of Shannon's way. You got out of the Walmart line and he was like,
Me and Shelby got out of the line.
It worked in so many people's favor, but not ours. We were there on time, and everyone fucked up. The people who weren't on time got lucky.
Hello. Some little virtual man walked out into the virtual shopping district with his horn and his hat and his monocle and long coat with the colors. And he looked out to the crowd and he said, Shelby Kimball. Shelby was not there. And then I slid in and went, hey, I don't have one yet. What can we do about this?
I'm not Shelby, but I know Shelby. And he goes, Shelby. Good enough.
So that's a fun game Jesse and I play, depending on who wants to talk on the phone, because our names are pretty gender neutral, honestly.
I feel you.
If I answer and go, hi, I'm Jesse Kimball, they're like, absolutely, I believe you. And I'm like, uh-huh.
Lindsay and I had a similar thing with Shannon and Lindsay. Yeah, we were both kind of, not so much Tanner and Brandy. That one is, or Hunter and Sarah. Well, no.
I could get away with it.
Hunter could, but not Sarah.
Yeah, no.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. But I could get away with it, yeah.
You have to start combining names with Tanner and like Tunker or Thunter or something. I don't know.
Tunker!
I don't like where this conversation's at. We need to stop.
I like Tunker.
I'd like Dunker.
I'm pretty sure Tunker is one of those new Pokemon. It's one of those shitty ones from one of the recent generations.
It's next to the trash bag. Yeah.
Oh, did Lindsay show you the Pokenots that I sent her?
No, I forgot.
No.
They're very special and kind of terrifying.
So
fantastic.
I looked it up, and these are the Nintendo launch games for the Switch 2. And I want to take a vote around the table about which ones you would get. Because when the original Switch came out, it was Breath of the Wild, right? That was the big launch title. There wasn't a Mario game yet, if I remember correctly. And I did
Odyssey didn't come out until like a year afterward, I think.
Yeah, I got Breath of the Wild and I got Bomberman on day one. And I wish I still had Bomberman. I love that game.
Surely you got Mario Kart too, right? Because Mario Kart 8 was a launch title.
No, if it was a launch title, we definitely did. Because there's no way in hell Lindsay would let me not get Mario Kart. So here's what's coming out for the Switch 2. Arcade Archives 2 Ridge Racer. Hey, that's why you bought the new $500 system, right?
Ridge Racer.
Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Civilization 7. That is something I would possibly get, but why not just get that on PC, Cyberpunk 2077, the Ultimate Edition. I have considered getting that. Even though I already have it on PlayStation, I want to know. You know what I mean? I want to know what it's like on there.
No, come on, man. $70.
I made this mistake once with The Witcher when they released it for Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I got it because I was like, well, I need to know how different it is. And it was very different and not in a good way. I don't care what they tell you. Deltarune, chapters 1 through 4. Fast Fusion. Hey, Tanner, good news. Fortnite. To the Switch 2. Here's one that the kids are going to snap up day one. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. Shelby might get that one, actually. I don't know why. I just feel like she might. Hitman World of Assassinations, Hogwarts Legacy, which is a fantastic game. That is a very good game. The Switch version
been out for 2 years, man.
Yeah, the Switch version was terrible.
Garbage.
I was about to say, how are they supposed to pack such a big, visually impactful game into an itty screen?
They did it with so they put it on the regular Switch, and it is the game. It's just a very ugly version of the game. Oh
no.
This is, I'm guessing this is supposed to be like the better version of it, and we'll see. Mario Kart World. Yes, I want to play that game very much. That looks like a lot of fun.
That's the one, man. I mean, that's the launch title. And for me, not to derail us too much here right now, but like I don't have Switch Online because I don't use it. I wouldn't use it very often. I just don't play that much online. So that's like half the game, right? I mean, the whole big point of this game is, play with a bunch of people and play in a group. And I do enough online through the Xbox, man. I'm not paying for a bunch of different subscription services.
But let me talk to you after the fact.
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, which is basically a tutorial. It's the pack-in demo, except it's $10.
Is it 10? Because I thought it was more than that.
I'm pretty sure it's $10.
I think it's 10.
That being the case.
It's still insulting.
It's
that's
not.
It's not be pack-in.
That's bad. Oh yeah,
not okay.
And we haven't actually talked about the prices because, like, I'm super excited to play Mario Kart World. Lindsay and I were talking about it earlier today. It sounds like a lot of fun. Everything looks great about that game. That game, it's $50 pack-in with the Switch 2.
Digitally. You don't get an actual card. It's a digital.
Oh,
yeah.
I got something to say about that too. But by itself is what, $80? I believe
$80.
Yeah.
Yes.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Also, I don't remember the exact number, Hunter, but I read something today from a reputable source that said only like 1/4 of the games that are coming out for the Switch 2 on launch are actual cart and not just download code. Most games are download codes in a box.
Hey.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Great. I like an option, but I don't like it to just be this is all it is.
Right.
Like,
yeah, purchasing a physical box with a download code and it just feels bad.
Yes,
That's
it's
dumb.
infuriating.
Like, why?
it's just dumb.
Nobunaga's Ambition, Awakening Complete Edition. I might actually get that too. I love Nobunaga's Ambition. I love Samurai Warriors. They're all kind of for the same place. It's a strategy game.
I just killed Nobunaga.
What do you play? Mirage? Or, no, Mirage. Shadows? Okay. Wait, you killed Nobunaga?
Ish.
Anyway.
I had a hand in it.
Puyo Tetris 2S. That's a fun game, but that's not Switch 2 hardware. Shelby, I don't know. Are you excited about this one? Rune Factory, Guardians of Azuma.
Yeah.
I figured you would
I'm
be.
really hoping it's good though, because like it's every other Rune Factory game is good, but like the in between ones are real bad. Real bad.
Is this a specific to the Switch, or is this like on other systems? Is this Switch 2 editions?
It's usually specific to the Switch. These were mainly like these were the answer to not Harvest Moon, but Story of, like, right as Harvest Moon was turning into Story of Seasons, and there was a gap in like where that would fit when they were trying to figure out what system or what company was going to end up being what. That's when Rune Factory kind of slipped in and was like, "Hi, I'll fill the void while they're figuring it out."
You can play me.
And I did. I used to play a lot of Rune Factory back in the day.
Somebody please tell me you recorded that clip of Lindsay saying that.
Yeah.
That's got to go on the soundboard, right?
Someone send me a chat that says 1250. So I know
1250.
1250. Okay. Street Fighter 6, fantastic game. I've already got it on PS5. Will I buy it again? Probably.
Because I know how you like playing stuff on handheld.
And I love Street Fighter. That's one of those games that I'm not very easy to beat. Survival Kids. Don't know what that is. Split Fiction. Never played it, but I've heard it's fantastic. I've heard it's a wonderful game. Legend, and this almost upset me. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, because I don't want to pay $70 to play through it again on a better system. But then it's only $10 if you upgrade. And I have the original Breath of the Wild, so that's not that bad. But for someone who's never played Breath of the Wild to only get, an upgraded version without the DLC, for $70, that's an insult. That's so bad.
That's I understand that people have not played this game, but this game has been out for how many years now?
And I will say one thing
Switch
in defense
launch.
of Nintendo, there, Zelda games never go down in price.
He's
to
right.
release this at a cheaper price would be for Nintendo to drop the price of a Zelda game, and they don't do that.
But is that really a defense of them? Because fucking lower the price.
It's just a historical fact about Nintendo.
It's been damn near 10 years, man.
Well, at least they don't. No. They don't.
This came out when? 2017?
There's not a defense.
Well, I was gonna say is at least they didn't do what they did to like Mario, the 3D All Stars, where Nintendo instead
Bundle
of
Release 6 of them.
release 6 of them, and instead of making money on it, let all the scalpers and people who own video game resale stores, the bastards, let them make a profit on it, while Nintendo gets nothing, sir. You get nothing. Anyway,
I won't mind it. Like, I thought they were pretty widely available until Nintendo just like stopped making them.
they were, but then they yanked them off the shelves. They didn't.
I didn't realize they yanked them off the shelf.
Yeah, took it offline and yanked it off the shelf. And that doesn't make any sense, does it? At all. Why Nintendo would stop selling a game. That's ridiculous. Like, that's so ridiculous. And I miss Mario 99, god damn it. Give
I
it
feel like
back
they're
to me.
injecting FOMO. Like, that's the only thing that I could see
The
with
Disney
this.
Vault.
Yes, and I'm a FOMO sapien.
That's actually a pretty good fucking like wrestling moniker, the FOMO Sapien.
And his theme song could be
Actually,
like,
dig that.
FOMOs, no need to get your wang up.
Shannon, what are the launch titles we got?
The gummies hitting really early tonight.
Well, the wine was not a
may
good
have
choice to
taken
go
a
along
little
with
too
it.
much, and he's partaking in Taylor. So.
I'm celebrating, ladies and gentlemen. I don't advocate.
Partaking in Taylor.
I don't advocate drug use or drinking. I despise both of them. But hear me out. It's been rough lately. Okay. Anyway, Jesse, that last one is Yakuza 0 Director's Cut.
Shannon, you forgot a set of launch titles.
The question that people ask is how far could Shannon push his body alcoholically and gummily before he finally breaks?
Gummily.
And I want to find the answer to that question.
Also, who asks this question?
All of them on Facebook. The guy that constantly corrects us on plays. It's probably him or her or them.
I gotta know who that person is.
Yes.
They're just literally listening to my shows. They're making notes like, all right, at 22 minutes, he's got this roll all wrong. Not how that skill works anymore.
He forgot the +2. Let's not make fun of them. We love them. We love them.
I think it's great. It
I
just
do
is
too.
so random. It came out of nowhere.
And yes, Jesse, there are 3 other games available that you are very excited about, and I will let you tell that one.
I actually don't know what 3 games you're talking about.
The 3 GameCube games?
Oh, yeah, so that was the joke I was going to do. There's more than 3. This is why I was confused. Because, yeah, the remaining launch titles that Shannon did not bring up, The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, F-Zero GX, Soul Calibur 2 starring Link,
Yeah, the best version.
Super Mario Sunshine. Shelby gave a fist pump there. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, which is a truly incredible fucking game. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, Lindsay.
Why did they put that out before Coliseum? It's the sequel.
Super Mario Strikers. Luigi's Mansion. And Pokemon Coliseum.
Okay.
Also, Lindsay.
Now, the
Chibi?
Pokemon world, they're not going to do it, but what the Pokemon community wants them to do is make it so you can transfer those Pokemon onto home, but you probably won't be able to, and that's annoying.
I
Jesse,
don't know, they've done some other stuff online.
also, are you sure those are launch titles? Because according to Polygon.com, it's just Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2, and F-Zero at launch.
I also heard Path of Radiance at launch and Mario Sunshine, but maybe it's just coming
I know
eventually.
some.
I
I
hope
know
so,
they
the more the
said
merrier.
the 3 on the direct, and then they showed the other titles like coming later. But whether or not they changed their mind based on response, who knows?
Yeah, it could be. Because Chibi Robo was the last one on that list.
I do like Chibi Robo. Surprisingly, I actually
I'm a
do.
little excited about a few of these titles. And
Lindsay
I know
has
Shelby.
no idea who Chibi Robo is.
It's the little robot you had an amiibo for.
Lindsay's a bigger fan of Chibi Uso.
No,
Ew.
I'm not.
Yeah, no, I don't remember exactly when all these are coming out. I assume they're launch titles, but yeah, I could be wrong there. I will admit that. But there's a bunch of great games coming, and like that trailer alone is what sold my wife on a Switch 2.
I was
Shelby is
sold.
nodding.
I was sold on the Switch 2 the moment someone said, "Hey, new hardware." That didn't matter
Yeah,
what it was.
Every time Shannon's like, I'm not getting it.
Every time.
Every single time. She's
I did it
wrong.
with the Wii U. I did it with the Switch.
I just can't get hyped about a virtual console for a new. It's $500.
Hunter, I get hyped
for a bunch of GameCube games
I
that have
get
been out
hyped
for 20 years.
Just about anything. I'll be honest with you.
I can't. I don't know.
It's also a bigger, nicer screen. Well, it's not nicer. It's not even OLED, but it is a bigger screen with better hardware.
Jesse, stop.
It is bigger screen with better hardware.
You're just talking yourself out of it.
This is why I want to get a game like Cyberpunk, even though I already have it, because Mario Kart's obviously going to be great because it's a Nintendo game. They made it and it's going to be fantastic. But how do the, AAA games do? How do the third party games do on the console? Because if it is another situation like The Witcher on the Switch, I'm not going to do it because it's cool. You put The Witcher on there at 14 frames a second with the blurriest nudity you've ever seen and expect to pay full price for that. So
I know that's not true. You used to watch Cinemax on your old satellite dish in the 90s.
Well, Dad didn't have the channel technically, so I had to go about halfway through the
blurry.
dish. Yeah.
But we have the technology now.
I'll never forget.
I don't want to piss on anybody's parade. It's just not. I don't know, man. I can't get hyped about it. That's why I didn't fight very hard for one. If I'd really wanted that, I would have gone hard last night. But I need new shit. I just don't want to.
Look, man. I bought the PS5 Pro. I bought the Portal. I'll buy any fucking thing that they put out there. So it was an easy win for Nintendo against me. Their launch title could have been Mario Brothers 3. Like the actual Mario Brothers 3, and I still would have bought it.
I kind of love how many people were like, hey, drop the price, it's too expensive, and then pre-orders sell out immediately.
It's like the password sharing thing.
Morals.
When Netflix decided to crack down on password sharing, and everybody's like, well, I'm out. Good luck, Netflix. And the next report, numbers were up like crazy. Well, yeah. Because people talk a bunch of shit, but y'all consumerist fucks. They were right about you.
Hang on.
Hey,
turn that finger right back at yourself.
Numbers may have been up, but it's the same way across every retail establishment. Numbers are up because it costs more, not because there are more people buying it.
She's not Tyler Rockefeller's fucking $20 now for Netflix.
Scalpers. Yeah.
Just fucking absurd.
Netflix scalpers.
I thought she was still talking about something. Yeah, Netflix scalpers. His name's Bob. Until I finally had to shut him off. The weirdest thing. So when I had my breakup in 2020, one of the first things we said to each other during the breakup was I told her, you know, I have to take you off my Netflix now, right? And she kind of laughed and said, yeah. I don't know why, but that was just a kind of a funny moment.
And then what happened with your Hulu?
Well, they put out this movie called Prey, which was a Predator sequel. And it was fantastic. And this week, Tanner, I don't know if you saw the trailer for the new Predator. He's got a human face. It's freaky.
He does. It is kind of weird.
I don't like it.
I'm ready to watch it though. We're gonna watch that in theaters.
Yeah, because you can't watch it on Hulu because they ain't doing that this time. You fucks. Jesse, who's the motherfucker of the week?
I know that we say Trump a lot, but the whole Trump 2028 merch is pretty fucked up.
No, we had to retire Trump, remember? That was
I know, but that Trump 28 stuff is really fucked up.
How about RFK for creating a database for autistic people?
That is fucked up.
And Linda McMahon for cutting so much funding to education already.
Well, she's got the A1 entering school is going to be cheaper. So you don't need as much money because kindergartners are getting an A1 education now.
Even worse, by the way, than RFK saying that he's creating a database of people with autism. Did you see that the Defense Department, they have started working on giant mechanized robots called Sentinels that hunt down autistic people and capture them?
Shannon, please. No.
Don't give them ideas, Shannon, please.
Yeah, no kidding.
It was fucked up when I thought it was fucked up when he created the database, but then he started calling them mutants, and I was like, okay, now we've gone too far.
Stepped over a line here somewhere.
They'll never be able to vote.
Or sing a song or catch a bluegrass or something. I don't know what he said.
Catch a bluegrass.
Catch a bluegrass.
I'm on it. Oh, hang on. Catch a bluegrass.
Terrible.
This motherfucker.
Terrible.
Should I change his name from Pissed Off Professor to Catch a Bluegrass?
I guess
it's done.
The other motherfucker of the week could be WWE for that terrible John Cena Cody Rhodes finish.
Oh my god. Well, how about just Travis Scott? Can it just be Travis Scott?
Travie? Yeah.
I had to listen to that fucking Fiend song all weekend. That was terrible.
Yeah, Dalton, that night he sent me, it just said Fiend, 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 Fiend. I didn't know what he was talking about at first. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Having a stroke, boy?
I had to listen to that shit all weekend. Then he shows up in the main event and does absolutely nothing but suck and leave. I just, oh man, WrestleMania kind of had to end on a damper note on that point.
My favorite part was when Cena held Rhodes for Travis to hit him with the belt right in front of the ref.
Yeah.
And it was like, where's the fucking logic? No, that's fine.
Yeah. He'll get disqualified.
He'll get disqualified. That's
but
what
he won't because it's WrestleMania. Come on, man.
All right. We're going to get to the topic of the night here in 1 second. But before that, we've been talking a lot about the names getting changed in the chat. Hunter, let's go through those before they get changed even more.
Let's just start with Screamin' Teengus, which we've all been doing all week, I feel like.
Yes.
I also really like the Freaks That Don't Sleep. That's fun.
Cass.
The Four Horse Man, also horse is spelled Hourse. Hours. It's all one word. Hours. Horse Man. The Pants Society. I don't like how close in proximity that is to Hot Dog Hammer.
That's just funny.
Probably my favorite one, which is Edgy Mick. I read a book.
That's my Irish heritage name.
I was about to say, who got angry about a book?
Well, you can't watch them.
I can't.
Slathered with beef.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
I also don't like who these names are associated to because that's Lindsay's and that's terrible.
Lindsay is slathered with beef.
Slathered.
Slathered.
Get my blood to keep my house.
Brought to you by
he can't. He's gonna choke. You already heard about Catch a Bluegrass and Tattoo Gun for Systems. There's also, I don't know if I can say this one without laughing, Kirkle the Moondog.
Kirkle Moondog.
There's Evil Shaft Area. And battery flavored pasta. And that's where it ends. It was something about Duracell something. I don't remember.
All I know is last night I was playing video games with Steve, and then all of a sudden I hear him go, "God damn, Hot Dog Hammer got me." I said, "Hold on a minute." Wait a minute.
I don't think I've laughed harder in my life, at least as far back as I can remember, as the other night when
oh my god,
we were playing Repo.
Repo,
and Jesse got hit with the mouth monster
face,
which he then started throwing up, and it alters his voice. So it sounded like Jesse was
sounds like this the whole time.
Yes. And we all start dying laughing at that, which makes Jesse laugh more, which then and he's laughing at that voice.
The monsters.
Yeah.
I walked into him doing this with you guys, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I thought I was gonna die that night. I really did. I laughed so hard I could not breathe.
Rough, man.
That was the worst.
At some point, Jesse, you maniac.
I did. He just laughed harder, which would then make us laugh harder. Oh.
It was very good.
That was very funny.
Lord. All right. Let's get to the top 5 of the night. And Lindsay, tell us what we're doing, because I genuinely don't remember at this point.
All right. Since we watched Road to El Dorado, we are doing 5 cartoon worlds that you want to adventure in.
Well, that's what they're doing. What I'm
No,
doing.
God.
Jan's doing 5 cartoon horrors he
Oh,
wants
God.
to bang.
No,
God
don't word it that
damn.
way. Don't word it that way.
Well,
Number one on this list.
hang on. I gotta
Ditto.
change the name to 5 cartoon whores.
Five guys.
Spoiler alert, they're all ditto.
No.
Ditto's
That's
just
how
number
he gets.
one because
That's how he gets them.
2 through 5.
Yeah, Tanner Ditto is Legion, for there are many.
Do you think Ace is gonna be mad that his name is 5 cartoon whores?
Yeah, could be all
I
right.
think he's fine with that. 5 cartoon crushes. You know, when you're a kid and you're like, oh, she's cute. Like, I don't have to justify it. I'm not like these freaks today that tug it to, you know,
You were 3
form.
seconds into the explanation, you immediately got defensive. I don't have to
I don't have to
explain
defend
it.
myself. My picks are my picks. I'm attracted to what I'm attracted to.
Oh God.
I don't like this topic anymore.
That's why we were trying to get you to do the other one.
But it was genuine and cute when I thought of it. But then Lindsay says that she ruins it. I'm sticking to my list. All right, let's go.
Cartoon whore.
Fine.
God.
Jesse.
Oh, man.
Let's start with
Yeah.
you.
All right, I'm going to make sure nobody can snag this one from me. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
You can have it.
I didn't think anybody would take it, but I don't want to risk it because that would be a cool ass fucking world to live in. Especially in like once you get to Korra, you know, you have like the engineering era has started, like movies have started, and all this other stuff. Like it's
You get
It's
your
such a cool
industrial
world.
revolution.
exactly. Especially if I can be a bender, oh, it'd be great.
When do they evolve to get soap?
I'm pretty
What?
sure they had that.
Shannon, please.
Why do I have to now make somebody's name evolve to get soap? Come on, man.
They didn't understand it before. Now they do.
Oh, God.
All right, let's go to Shelby.
I think I'm gonna have to say Shangri-La Frontier.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a show about like a VR deep dive game where it's whatever you want to do, you can do. You can explore, fight these. What are they called? The 7 colossi or whatever.
Yeah, that's what's in the game. Yeah, the main game that they play in this world that has full dive or full dive technology is called Shangri-La Frontier. Yeah, there's just so much shit you can do in the game. Like it's the super AAA S tier title is what they keep calling it in there. And there's of course a whole bunch of like trashware games who the protagonist prefers to play generally. Continue, Shelby.
But it's one of those worlds where everything is really cool, and it is very much the developers have put a lot of time into the world and the characters, the side quests, the hidden quests, and I like me some quests. I think I have more quests in any game I've ever played than actual completed storyline. If it has a side quest, I'm getting it.
But did she play Quest 64?
It did not.
Yeah. You might get your chance soon with the Nintendo backwards of reality or whatever.
I got
just
64
do it for the
games.
GameCube.
Well, just keep them
Backwards
coming.
reality.
Nintendo backwards reality. Just keep teeing them up, man. He can't even talk. It all hit at the same time, and now he can't even talk.
Oh man.
Best.
Let's check in on Tanner.
Is Tanner frozen or just very still?
I don't know.
I am not
Tanner's
sure.
frozen.
That's his no, I'm pretty sure that's his predator phase. That's what a deer sees for about 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Damn.
I'm gonna fucking screenshot Tanner right there and just
Oh, he's mad.
caption it POV. You're a deer in November.
Oh, Tanner, go ahead, pal.
I'm going with for my first one, the X-Men Evolution world.
Damn.
So
Oh, no,
Earth,
that's fine.
AKA the world.
Yeah.
Earth with mutants.
Yeah, like the universe of X-Men Evolution.
He
And
wants to
here's
explore Bayville.
no, I don't. This is what I want to explore. Hang on a second.
Oh god, I just realized RFK is basically Bolivar Trask.
Oh, he is. Damn.
He really
I don't
is.
think you just realized that. That was the comparison you made earlier.
Yeah, but Taylor.
It really stuck this time.
Yeah, I wanna go visit the X-Men Evolution universe for Rogue.
Ah, see, he tied it into the original with the
Oh,
cartoon
okay, he's doing
characters
he's
too.
doing the
Yeah,
thing.
okay.
I'm doing
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
It can be both.
He's doing the,
Both?
Can be
he's doing
both.
the thing.
Both is good.
Yes, he said.
Hats off to you, Tanner. Double H.
Oh, so I did it different and also wrong, I guess. Because I thought the whole point was like places, not shows. So, several of these have been Earth already. Because I was gonna say, and I thought it would be cheeky and fun to say New York City, because every fucking show that I grew up loving took place in New York City.
It's true.
Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles, like every cartoon that I loved, fucking any Marvel show, Spider-Man, it's all New York.
Yep.
This is just
So I was
making
gonna say, like,
destinations you want to go.
yeah, just animated New York City, because
okay.
again, all the best cartoons took place there. So that's what I'm going to write.
Yeah,
This is going to be a very weird list this week, I feel like.
that's okay.
Oh,
It's all
yeah.
good.
You're not lying because round one of my sexcapades. No, you know what? Lindsay made
Oh,
it.
God.
Lindsay made it. She made it tawdry. I don't want to do it now.
Shannon,
I didn't
I'm doing
mean to
it.
make
You go.
you feel bad. I'm sorry.
5 cartoon horrors.
God damn it. Well,
Honestly, I'm just glad it's somebody else tonight because usually it's me misunderstanding the prompt because I just think different.
well, I gotta say
No,
number
we
one.
understood
I don't-
it. We just
I was going to say, I don't think I misunderstood the prompt. I think I
Um,
just did it
but
the way it's intended.
You have my promise, by the way. There are no animals listed,
God.
and I don't remember the other one. No ditto.
No, that's number one.
No, because I didn't grow up with ditto. I was a full grown man when I made that sexual decision. But I will say April O'Neil from Ninja Turtles. This is weird.
It's weird because the rest of us are doing a different thing.
Yeah.
It becomes a different top 5 every time we go to somebody else.
Bring your own top 5s every Thursday.
We've done
I mean,
that.
this is- This is how I'm writing it so far. Just for the record, in the log.
I'm sorry, that yellow jumpsuit, she was a reporter. I'm pretty sure she's the reason I wanted to get into journalism. As weird as that sounds. That was the first time I could ever remember like loving journalism was April O'Neil. So there's my gateway drug, I guess. Thanks, Reagan. All right, let's go to Lindsay.
Comics.
All right, before anyone else can take it and piss me off, I'm taking the Pokemon world.
No one was gonna take that. No
No
one
one
wanted to
was
lose
gonna
a
take
finger.
One world. There's only one world I think Lindsay might take from me, but it's going to be my next one, so she's not getting it.
It's all good. But yes, Pokemon.
Ah,
I don't
but-
know which one I'd want to start in, but I want to go Pokemon.
Shelby forgets that Lindsay can use her Uno reverse if she wants to and go again.
No, we're
Are
not
we
doing
doing
a snake
draft
draft.
Hold on a second. I was not informed of this.
Let's go back
No,
to
we
Jesse.
did not make that rule.
Also, hold on. Was anyone surprised by Lindsay and Pokemon, like in any way?
No.
Oh god.
No,
I'm pretty
On my
sure
list for that
Lindsay would
reason.
sacrifice every child in America to live in Pokemon World. I can
Sure,
almost
none of them are hers.
guarantee it.
Instead of disagreeing with that point, Lindsay is holding an Oshawott up to the camera.
Yes. Her room is
This
mostly
my baby.
Oshawott.
Spinning water Pokemon. All right, for my pick, I'm going to take the superior X-Men television show. I'm going to go with X-Men the animated series.
Yeah, that's right.
With an age-appropriate rogue. And
well, hold on. Whoa, hold on now. any ages established to these characters are understanding that it would be a similar age of the person saying it.
No, I understand. I understand.
Or else some of my picks are weird.
I was going to throw a shot there at Tanner, but I also had a huge crush on Rogue from X-Men Evolution back in the day.
Everyone did. She's the original goth girl.
Yeah, well, not the original, but she's up there. Oh, you're Ravens. Anyway,
I'm sorry, Lydia Dietz. Like, what?
Well, okay. First, if we're doing animated weird, she's very much too young. Also, still in the movie, 14. Much too young.
On the understanding that the person saying
it. If you
said the original goth girl. I'm not talking about attractiveness at all. I never wanted to talk about that, and yet we're still doing it for some reason.
What has befallen them?
Also, I wanted to finish my point there. We've given Lindsay a lot of shit over the years. I started rewatching X-Men Evolution. That show holds up. That's good.
Right? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's what made me appreciate 97.
It's a good show.
I agree that it today is still the same amount of quality that it was when it came out.
Shut up, Shannon.
And that's inferior.
You let me have my X-Men that has the Gundam cast, so shut up.
Someone looked at X-Men and said, but what if it was Dawson's Creek?
Fine with that.
I mean, to be fair, in the late 90s, people looked at everything and said, but what if it was Dawson's Creek? Every TV show became kind of like Dawson's Creek. The number of times on Pod Meets World they've gone, so Boy Meets World just became Dawson's Creek, right? That's what we did. We were writing to Dawson's Creek at a certain point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened with a lot of shows.
I watched a lot of Dawson's Creek.
And hopefully I'm a mutant and not one of the unfortunate ones like Skin.
Well, that's really up to God.
This is... I don't like the idea that God's just like, mutant, no mutant. Anyway.
Full mutant, okay mutant, unfortunate mutant. You can be normal.
All right, hang on. I got it. Unfortunate mutant it is.
You will be a weather goddess, and your skin's just gonna fucking melt off your skeleton.
You will be transparent and goopy.
What do I get?
I think I'm gonna be
fireworks. I don't know. All right, Shelby.
Yeah, I thought this was just about going there, not being one of them. That's a different topic.
It doesn't matter.
Going there. I want to live in that world.
But then it was like, but then if I'm a mutant, I'm like, that's a different thing. That's a different topic.
Everyone's got their own topic tonight. Please respect their boundaries.
Oh my God, it really is.
Shelby.
The world of Bee and Puppy Cat. Yeah, you did freeze.
Yeah,
you're good. I've honestly never watched Bee and Puppy Cat, even though I should because of voices that are in it.
I assumed she was going to say Beetlejuice.
I think I picked the world of Beetlejuice in I think 8 or 9 different things. So I'm trying to pick new stuff this time.
She's trying to branch.
I mean, I like more than 3 things. I think. But Bee and Puppy Cat, that is basically it is this weird, chaotic girl who may or may not be a robot and her best friend, and she just cannot hold down a job, and she has to go to this giant television floating in space, and it just sends her to different realms in the universe where she can make some money real fast. One of them is a bakery on a gigantic donut world in the middle of space, and all the ingredients are crazy magic stuff. I love it. I just want to go there to that bakery and work there and just make crazy magic crystal donuts.
How many human children would you sacrifice for that dream?
I don't know if there's a number high enough.
Just give her a blank check. Say write whatever you need on there. All right.
All children necessary. Here you go.
Shannon, I messaged you tonight's episode title, by the way, which is we like more than 3 things, parentheses, we think.
We think.
I think that sums up this show nicely.
All right, Tanner, pick number 2 on whatever it is you were doing.
I am going with the 90s Spider-Man universe. I want to live there.
You mean New York?
So New York City.
New
York City.
That has superheroes
And let me
and
guess,
stuff
if
on
you
the
had spider powers, it'd be pretty dope too, right?
Probably. But more importantly, Felicia Hardy.
I'm assuming you just.
AKA Black Cat.
Black Cat. Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody says Mary Jane, but no.
They don't. They really don't. Not
I
since
do.
1978.
I do.
Anybody who still likes these movies, these TV shows, still says Mary Jane.
I say Mary
Black
Jane.
Cat, though.
I can confirm that the bulk of comic book fans are all about the Mary Jane
But that's it.
coupling.
I like
Yeah, because Mary Jane is the one he should be with. God damn it. I watched all the
Oh
movies.
God, here we go.
Yeah, Gwen Stacy has been very popular. They said
She's
now Gwen
dead.
Stacy is with. Yeah, the one that's live is with Miles.
Yes.
They work better together.
I wonder who's been shipping Miles and Doc Ock. Because that's just weird.
Someone is. You know they are.
There's
Or
always
they're-
someone out there.
Or they're going to now. We'll see what happens. All right. Back to Hunter. Oh, I got to put some oil on this chair.
I don't know if that would help. Those chairs, they get bad.
All right. Well, I don't know what we're doing anymore. I went with the Lego verse from the Lego movies because
Okay.
you know
That was cool as
it's
shit.
Legos.
And if you were a Lego,
Yeah.
You'd be a builder.
Right, you
Yeah.
could build shit and it's fun. That'd be a good time. I thought I'm just gonna write it as the Lego verse. They don't ever really give it a name. And Legoland is not the same thing because that's a theme park in
No.
California.
It's
But
called Lego World. I don't know if maybe Lego World might be the more.
I don't know. I think Lego World is the one in Florida, and the Legoland. No, that's Disney. Anyway,
It all starts
Yeah,
to blend
no,
together.
it's a culmination of all the stuff behind me that I like, and they've got all their little disparate, universes and stuff, and yeah. And then eventually, somebody throws you out of the thing, and you confront your own mortality, and that seems like fun too. So you get tossed out of it, and you're like, "What the fuck is happening?"
I don't think they
Chaos.
stick together.
I want everyone to know that the X-Men the animated series started in 1992
Oh my
on Fox, and I
Yeah.
was born in 1982, so I would have been 10 years old, which is why my next pick of Jubilee isn't weird because it's
Oh,
not me
God.
now saying it. It's like
10-year-old Shannon.
it's 10 to 12-year-old Shannon saying it.
That's where the crush started.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
No
all.
one's saying you're wrong, bud.
That's all. Well, that's all I'm gonna say because I don't need that. So let's go to Lindsay.
Next, I am picking Saphiro, which is the world from Magic Knights Ray Earth. It's very much your high fantasy world, but they run on basically willpower. So the more you believe in yourself, the more powerful you are.
You would be dead
Oh,
in 10
very cool.
seconds.
That's like most of us are
Thanks.
fucked.
You are constantly putting yourself down, and I have to tell you to stop that.
Please
Fuck!
do it. Thank you.
You are spectacular, and I
Nuclear bomb, man.
and I want you to go
I
to this
missed the
world.
answer because I was thrown away by that.
It was supposed to be nice.
What is this?
Saphiro is the world, and it's from Magic Knights Ray Earth. It's an animu.
Okay. I'll have to look it up.
I didn't say anything wrong. I was supporting her.
Uh-huh.
Let's go back.
You're
to,
telling me I have lousy self-esteem and I should be better about it.
Let's go back to Jesse.
I think Hunter's going to appreciate the rest of my picks because they're more on the theme that he did here. My next one, I'm gonna do Futurama. So
Yeah, so that's-
Earth, but in the year 3000,
New
Where
York.
robots will kill you.
we're gonna
New
go
York.
hang out in New York in the year 3000.
I'm just gonna.
Everyone just
gonna
wants to
hit
go
you.
to New York.
I'm just gonna hit you with the. What's that bit from that sketch, Shannon, where he just goes, What? Damn it!
You start to piss me off.
Oh man. Well, this is the most I've laughed at a topic in a while, I think. So we got that going for us.
All right, back to I don't know.
It's me.
Shelby.
I remembered this time. I'm gonna go with the world of Made in Abyss. I don't actually know what that world is called, but it is a crazy kind of nightmarish hellscape, and it's full of new magical, strange things. And I would love. That's the only version of like cave diving I could ever see myself doing, and I would like it. I know I would die quickly, but it looks like a lot of fun.
Live fast, die never.
I'll try, but no guarantees at all. I'm gonna die going, oh, look at that thing.
Famous last words. Tanner, what would your famous last words be?
Fuck, I don't know. Don't put me on the spot like that, man. Damn.
Yeah, that's your last
And
word.
that's it. That's what they said before they put him on the spot where they throw the rock. All
The
right,
spot where they throw the rock.
let's go to Tanner.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the world of Kim Possible.
Oh no.
That's a good one.
And we all know why.
Tanner, how old were you when Kim Possible was on the air?
I don't want to answer that
Joke's
question.
on you. Joke's on you. It's not Kim Possible.
It's
Yeah.
Shigo.
It's absolutely
Of course it's
Shigo.
Shigo.
No, it's 100% Shigo.
Yeah, it's
Not a
obviously
single person in
Shigo.
here is thinking it's Kim
Also,
Possible.
also I
was.
was in like I
It's
was
that
in middle
fucking
school.
mole rat, isn't it?
You know, honestly, yeah, kinda.
No,
And Ron,
He is literally described as naked.
yeah. No, really, it's Ron Stoppable.
I think everybody
He doesn't
forgets.
look
Will
super
Friedle?
good.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody forgets how progressive Kim Possible was. I'm pretty sure that was like the first animated thing where a girl just had midriff showing all the time and blew kids' minds. They didn't even know that girls had those.
That's not the. Never mind.
All right, back to
Well.
Hunter.
Broken.
I don't want to play anymore.
We broken.
Top five.
It's my turn to be
Top
Shannon.
top five reasons you won't be running for local public office anytime soon.
We
That's
ruined
what this show is.
we ruined Cody's career. We could do it to me.
Oh my god.
One career at a time.
All right, well, let's just do one that I don't think anyone is going to take, and that's Ghost Planet from Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Yay!
And this is exclusively because I want to be on a fucking show. That's it. I want to be a guest on a talk show. That's it.
I can't
I miss
remember.
Zorak.
Is it Brack?
It's Brack.
The mantis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's
No, that's
Zorak.
Zorak.
Not the
Zorak.
mantis. Yeah, the mantis is Zorak.
I
Oh, Brack's
fucking love
the
Zorak. I
redheaded
miss
thing.
He's the
him.
He's
redheaded
got the-
cat
yeah.
thing. Yeah. And
Yeah.
he's stupid.
I like Zorak. He was my favorite. And I
Zorak
would love
was
to do
cool.
a show with him and no one else.
I do miss Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
I miss George
I
Lowe.
have the pop
Passed away
figure
not
with
too long
him
ago.
and the shark.
Really? I think some of my favorite episodes of that show was like when Bobcat I
Goldthwait.
can't ever say his name. Yeah, thank you. Whenever he showed up, it was always so fucking funny.
They had, all right, not to get on a whole Space Ghost tangent here, but that show had some pretty crazy guests. It had Richard Garriott on there once. Richard Garriott being Lord British, who created Ultima and Ultima Online, which is a game I talk about all the time on here. I love Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and I hate Brack with a passion. So, and that's just how
I
it is.
remember this.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So Hunter, I would live there with you. We'd be friends. Also, the best interview that he did was with Willie
He
Nelson.
says it like we're not now.
Willie
We
Nelson.
lived there.
Yes, Willie Nelson's was fabulous.
Yeah, it's Willie Nelson. You been drinking tonight, boy?
fucking can't, man.
You can't. You can't
This
do
is Jesse's dream because he's able to watch the draft and not listen to this bullshit.
The Aqua Teens technically premiered on that show too.
That's true. Just very different from what they became.
Yes.
Very different. Okay, let's go.
Nobody had Aquatine on their list, right? Nobody wants to live there. You just end up like Carl in your house,
That's
just sitting
just
there
Jersey.
going, "Just freaking go away, you freaks!" I'm so tired of this. Hey, Carl, did you lose something?
Yeah, I did. Who is next? It's me, isn't it?
You.
All right, this is kind of a deep cut. Not many people are going to remember this actress, I guess. So there was a show on Fox called Bonkers.
Oh yeah,
Remember Bonkers? Yeah. And
I don't like the way
It
Tanner said,
wasn't
"Oh
on Fox.
yeah."
Bonkers was a Disney show. It had to have been
that's not what I
ABC.
meant.
And there was a character on there. So there was this large kind of rotund guy that was Bonkers' partner, but then he got replaced because I guess they figured out,
Blonde.
yeah, kids don't like fat men. So they put a blonde on there named Miranda Wright. And I think that's why I got into cops. Or at least those fake videos where they're supposed to be cops, but they're clearly porn actors.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
So
I'm
you
sorry.
know what's funny is I don't know
back
why
to
this
bed.
dawned on me, but I know why you thought it was Fox because I guarantee you weren't thinking of Bonkers, you were thinking of fucking Marsupilami, weren't
No.
you?
Yeah.
No,
well,
never
that's
watched
also
it. No.
Disney. Marsupilami is also Disney.
Oh, I thought
No.
that
They
was
were
Fox.
all Disney after.
Okay.
Hold on. No. Hold on.
Yeah.
God.
Bonkers was definitely on Fox because so was Darkwing Duck
He
and
was
all
not.
those
He
other
was
things.
on Toon Disney.
No, they were on
It would
Fox.
have been. It would have been
I
ABC.
looked it up, man. Yeah.
I specifically
So-
remember watching on KBSI.
Shannon is
You
correct.
did
It was on
not.
Fox. It was on Fox Kids.
Thank
in
you.
Syndication.
Yes.
How was Bonkers? It literally said it was on Toon Disney. I
I
don't
was
see
gonna say,
how
I
this
don't know
was.
how
Disney.
that
Well, I'm
was
sure it was on there too, but Toon
Toon
Disney came
was
later.
much
Oh, yeah,
later.
Toon Disney was
Yeah.
much later, and also worth noting, Toon Disney wasn't a channel on cable. Like it was only one of those. Like,
Right, but it was.
super
I mean, it
premium
literally
satellite
says
channels.
networks, Toon Disney, Disney Channel.
I think it was a local thing for us.
So it originally,
It,
yeah,
it had to
originally
have been
aired.
a
everything.
local thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it originally
For
aired
sure.
on the Disney Channel.
really just
It
wanna track
originally
this
aired on Toon
out.
Disney. It also aired on Fox Kids. They had some kind of deal with Kellogg's. ABC
Okay.
Disney
Here,
ones,
here,
too.
here it is. It was in broadcast syndication for 1 year. That's literally the reason you
Wow.
saw it somewhere else, is because it got enough episodes that it was syndicated.
Yes, and that's where I watched it because I
That's
never,
why.
unlike Lindsay and her satellite dish, I didn't have that growing up.
I didn't have a
pool.
satellite dish.
I didn't have a father that was sober.
I absolutely love that we were spending this much time figuring out where fucking Bonkers aired so Shannon can talk about how he wanted to fuck Miranda Wright.
I remember looking at her going, wow,
We've forgotten
I
how
like
to
her
do a podcast. We're
bonkers.
figuring it out again.
I appreciate their name choice.
Also, I didn't want to fuck any of these girls. It was like a girlfriend scenario type thing.
So
He wanted to
who's
bury him.
I wanted to fall
Hang
in
on,
love.
I gotta change the list. Not Shannon's 5 cartoon horrors. It's Shannon's 5 cartoon girls he wanted to girlfriend.
Yes. It's sweet and loving like the Phantom of the Opera. All right.
Nothing is sweet about anyone coming up to you and going, I want to girlfriend you up.
Well, it's better than what I did before when I used to carry around the sign that said I was looking for a boyfriend-free girl. That got me nowhere.
Between 18 and 24, I remember
Yeah.
those years.
You got to be specific, man.
I got kicked out of college for that. All right, Lindsay.
All right, my next one's super boring. I want to go to Rainbow Land, which is where Rainbow Bright and them are, and it's just all about happy colors, and colors are created, and you can bring color to stuff, and I can literally just paint the world.
What's the name of the place?
Rainbow Land.
Just something about hearing Lindsay say I want to go to Rainbow Land cracked me up. Oh, God.
That's because you're high.
No, I think I'm drunk.
There.
Both. Both is good.
Get on his toes.
Both is not good.
Oh.
Kicked in so fast.
All right, from Rainbow Land to Jesse Kimball.
All right, I'm going to go with another Earth pick.
I don't know what that is.
It's gonna be at a point in the future where Sword Art Online is the pick because I want full dive technology in my video games, similar to Shelby's Shangri-La Frontier pick.
So I got that one out first.
It's the joke I've made numerous times when everybody's like unable to log out of Sword Art Online. I'm like, joke's on you.
I never tried.
Motherfucker.
They stole one from you.
What?
They got you. They got you, sucker.
You did it.
You done.
I'm gonna get you.
I just say I got like 3 sentences through Sword Art Online, and Tanner's just now mad at me stealing that pick.
Sorry, he's got lag.
His
on
internet's
his
kind of
end.
slow. It's like, you know, when you grab the Ethernet cable and it's like a water hose, you kink it up and then you let it
It
go
slows
and all the
down.
internet comes
Yeah.
out at the same time.
Yeah, I just heard SAO. Oh, motherfucker.
I heard la 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 SL. I'm not. I'm
He's
not.
singing the theme song.
I'm not.
Tanner, is that what you hear when you talk to like people at the gas station too? Or like, is that what happens?
Hey, you talking about Habib?
What the fuck?
No, he's.
mean,
I can
no,
help. I can
it's-
help
Help
here.
me
He's
here.
making a Married with Children
Thank
joke.
you. Thank you. It's Al Bundy. His
I'll
name
find
was just
it.
Habib. Yeah.
Too bad.
I
he
mean, to be
wasn't here
fair,
say
the
that.
show was racist, but
Did I ever tell you about the time my ex girlfriend?
Here's
Oh no.
no, you did. I didn't know. Here, look, there's Habib. Now, here's the worst part about me putting that picture in the chat. Now it looks like Al Bundy is my next pick. And that's a whole host of problems. And the time that happened, Lindsay either left or she fell out of her chair laughing, and I choose to believe it's the second one.
Hey, there she is.
Sorry, I needed more card sleeves.
Oh God. All right, who's up next? Habib.
Ooh. I don't even know.
Shelby.
I have no idea.
Shelby.
It's Shelby. Yeah,
Okay.
it's Shelby.
I am going to go with the world of Adventure Time, the Kingdom of Ooh.
So Earth.
Yeah, Earth.
God damn it.
Post-apocalyptic.
Fantasy Earth Apocalypse.
Help me reach back and slap him.
No, I'm going to 100. This is me.
I really should have nailed down my computer before this started because
He's
I
ready to
have been
jump
trying
in.
to flip it.
He will
And I would forget.
I kind of just want to have some weird like apocalypse powers. Everyone's got something going on. Even Finn, who is like the only normal human, is getting a leaf sword arm at some point. So like, I'll bring it on.
Shelby could be a princess.
She wants to
Get
be an
chased down by
Albans
the Ice
princess.
King.
Oh God, no. I wanna be like Shoko. I wanna like fight things.
All right. Tanner.
Okay. Fuck. I normally have this queued up and ready to go. I can remember who I have picked. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. I'm still pissed off at Jesse taking fucking SAO. Are we on 3 or 4?
4.
4.
Okay, I'm going to go to the world of Dragon Ball Z, which is not Earth. Not
Yeah,
our
That
Earth.
is.
Not our
Isn't
Earth.
it?
Yeah, that's the point of a lot of this stuff. Like, none of these are our Earths.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with Dragon Ball Z because that place looks fucking awesome. And, like, I want to be able to do a Kamehameha.
You gonna die. Like, that's,
You know what? I'd die
regular people are
happy.
just fodder in that fucking show.
I would die fucking happy.
Me,
and
Mayhan?
No, I want to throw a Kamehameha. Damn it, you got me stuttering now. I've drunk too much.
It sounds like that Outcast song. Kameha.
Also, to continue my trends,
Comedy, yeah.
and Android 18.
Yeah, that's the right choice. That's who I'd pick. Except Bulma.
The fact that now in the chat
Is
you
it
see
Bulma's
Al
right
Bundy
there?
and
Yeah,
then
Bulma's
Android
better.
18. You see Shigo,
Al
Bundy,
Bundy's
and
just
then
Al's just judging your choices. That's all it is. Also, I'm pretty sure these are the 5 people you see when you die, right? Isn't that what?
Don't threaten me with a good time.
All right,
They
Hunter.
guide you through each phase of death or something. I don't know.
I love that this, by the way, has just turned into like, where do you want to be a fucking superhero? That's all it is.
And all of mine are in the bedroom.
Only one
Well,
of mine where is a place where I could have potentially been a superhero.
I said what I said, Jesse Kimball.
And
All
so
right,
did
well, my
I.
next pick is going to be Arlen, Texas. Because I'm going to hang out
Are you gonna sell
with
food?
King of the Hill. Yeah.
Jesse, that is on ours, by the way.
See, you people
Why?
have grandiose fucking dreams of I'm going to go to
He
this
place
place and
I'm
I'm going to be... I'm gonna be a fucking. You're gonna die. You're all gonna die very quickly. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be hanging out at the fence drinking a beer with Hank.
That was
what I'm
on
gonna
my
be doing.
that was on my short list for that reason. I drink a beer with Hank, maybe learn a thing or two.
Yes,
You
I'm
can
gonna
buy
listen-
propane and propane
Listen to Joel
accessories.
cry when Christmas comes around. Like,
This is
Yeah,
my.
have a great time.
I forget this and I relearn it every time. I forget I am not a people person. Like, in none of these scenarios am I hanging out with anyone
You're
or
alone.
like befriending anybody. I'm going off on my own. Like, I'm not making friends
That's-
with Hank. I'm probably going to be his enemy. He's in my way,
And,
and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want.
That's my
In
reaction
fairness,
to
if my
Shelby's
wife did these, she would be
negativity.
doing the exact same thing. If Sarah ever made a list for these things, it would be like, here's all the places that I can be alone and just do things by myself.
Yep,
Oh.
that's literally my list.
Who was it?
Shannon, go.
Oh, it's Princess Jasmine.
Wait,
Oh, that's fair.
I don't feel like that needs an explanation.
No,
I did for half a second.
I don't feel like any of these needed an
needed.
explanation.
I don't think any of them warrant one, and I don't want any warrants because of them. So,
How old were you when that movie came out?
well, it came out. It came out in
7.
'92, right?
No, 10. Yeah, he was 10.
Oh, sin.
Okay.
So, 10-year-old Shannon seeing Princess Jasmine. I'm used to fat Illinois girls. You know.
Oh my!
Jesus Christ.
No wonder Chad likes living around here so much.
God damn.
He left.
Oh,
Well, he heard there were plumpers somewhere else. I don't know.
Well,
Isn't he still going on,
I was
though?
just going to say, I'm not going to name anybody in the chat what you just said, but Plumper Somewhere Else is absolutely making the list. It's going in right now.
I feel like everyone's name is getting changed this evening.
It's pretty close at this point.
And that's all I want to say about Jasmine. Okay, Lindsay.
Chick spin. Okay. Well, now that you've made me forget my train of thought,
Did you say checks, man? What?
you said Jexman, not Jasmine. Or at least that's what I heard.
Chexman.
Oh,
That's a
God.
different thing. That's a game.
Oh.
No, that's Chex Quest.
Yes, but you play as Chexman.
You don't remember that game, Checks Man?
Do
Checks
you?
Man 2?
Yes.
I don't know what the
Chexman
fuck
X.
any of you are saying.
Shelby, look up
God.
Chex Quest.
I'm
It's
crying.
a Doom. It's a Doom knockoff that you got in a cereal box in the 90s.
That is true.
Oh,
But I am
Oh.
picking Etheria, the world of Shira. I want to help defend from the Horde.
I like to think that these people pick these fantastic places, and like Hunter said, they don't realize that they're not going to go in special. You're just a peasant
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
on the
That's
side
fine.
of the road. Tanner
I
wakes up
absolutely went
and
in thinking that. I knew I was gonna die. I didn't make friends.
yeah, but at least you pick worlds that they're a relative peace. Tanner wakes up and Dragon Bologna or whatever, and it's a fight immediately.
Bologna.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Made
Wakes
in
up
Abyss was one of the worlds I picked. You said relative peace.
And Tanner wakes up in
You gotta
Dragon
go
Ball
now.
Z after dragging his balls all over the fucking place.
Tanner go get turned into chocolate.
It's Peter B. Dragon.
You think Boo's sexy?
That's when I stopped watching. I couldn't handle it.
I'll
Damn it,
tell
I
you.
missed the opportunity.
I'll tell you one that always got Dalton. Dalton, for some reason, can never handle the name Sharon Peters. That's that broken
Also-
all the time.
Also, I'd like to, we're not Donald Trump over here. We fact check our debates. The Chex Quest is set on a distant planet named Bazoik, and the game follows the Chex warrior, who is clad in a Chex-shaped suit of armor.
Yes, and you have the super spoon and the super spork. And the little blob things that you kill, I don't know what they actually sound, but that always to me sound like they were going Mr. Miyagi.
They're called phlemoids.
Yes, phlemoids.
Yep.
And the noises
Also,
they make were like, wah, wah, wah.
I like,
For
by
Dalton,
the
I'm
way.
changing somebody's name to Sharon Peters.
Hold on. I don't know if you're on the wiki, Hunter, but did you see what it's called when they attack? It's not attacking. It's called zorking or zorching.
Zorching!
You zorch it.
I didn't get that far. Yeah, his main weapons are devices called Zorchers.
Big shout out to
the super spork.
The most 90s shit I've ever read in my life.
big shout out to Cody
The
Sandusky,
Flemoids
who's in the
principal
chat, by the
weapon.
way.
Oh, he recognized Miranda Wright immediately.
That's awesome.
What that says about Cody, I don't know either.
Great
The
minds.
Flemoid's principal weapon is the use of mucus as a projectile.
Aw.
Yes.
All right, let's go back to Jesse for the last pick.
For my last pick, I'm going to go to another version of Earth where I'm going to die almost immediately. Kipo and the Age of the Wonder Beast.
Yeah.
Because I want to hang out with a fucking timber cat.
And it will eat you?
Cat.
No!
Yum Yum isn't there anymore.
I can go to a time when Yum Yum's there. That's fine.
Yum Yum.
I'll have some waffles with the timber cats. It's gonna be great. These are lumberjack cats. It's spectacular.
Boy, I don't know what the hell you're saying at this point in life.
I've talked about Kipo a lot.
You need to
Everybody
watch
needs to watch
Kipo
it.
right now. Like, as soon as you get done with this, go watch
He
Kipo.
won't.
Shannon would not
when
like
we
Kipo.
get done, I'm forcing him to watch the third episode of Andor before he goes to bed, whether he's still high and drunk or not.
You motherfuckers can't decide my fate.
Yeah, Shannon wouldn't like
Lindsay, make
Kipo.
him watch all these things tonight.
I think
That's
Lindsay
too
would
much
like.
in one night.
Little
too
man
much.
talk.
I think Lindsay would like Kipo. Shannon would not.
I mean, lumberjack cats could be cute. They could be vicious. They could keep your fireplace stocked.
All right, let's move on to Shelby.
She had to go collect a cat.
Oh
That
God,
was screaming.
I
Is it
guess
a Sylvie?
I'll
No.
Is it a Sylvie or a Tally?
It's a tally.
I'll clarify
Oh,
my
it's a Tally
thoughts
kitty.
on Jasmine and why I don't think that disqualifies me from any particular groups. Oh, Shelby's back. Wait.
Disqualifies you from any particular groups. Really?
All right, Shelby.
Classic?
Yeah.
We're going to the world of Gravity Falls. This is in,
It's Baby
It's a-
X-Files. Little
it's a-
X-Files.
yeah, it's animated X-Files. Totally normal people. Dipper and Mabel, totally normal people. I'd be their friend. We'd go on adventures. I would absolutely go on that venture with Ford. I would stay and write the new journal. I'd be part of journal number 4. Fuck yeah.
I always wanted to go back and watch Gravity Falls because I've heard so many people say
I need
so
to
many
watch
good
it
things about
too.
it. I also, man, if they hadn't canceled Disney Infinity when they did after 3.0, the first one they were going to do after that was Gravity Falls, and the one after that was going to be Darkwing
Mabel
Duck.
won the vote. She
Yeah.
won the fan vote.
And Darkwing was second, so he was going to be the second one they did. So we would have got Gravity Falls and Darkwing, but they canceled it. Infinity was a cool game. I wish
It
that one
was.
hadn't failed. And a weird list of toy to life
Isn't
games.
it kind of what Dreamlight Valley is now, just without the toys?
Well,
Kind of.
Well, no,
Sort
but
of.
because Dreamlight Valley is more of a farming simulator type thing, and they had
It
different.
was more open world.
and it was action. It was just beat 'em up. It was a beat 'em up game. Let's go to Tanner. Last pick.
For my next one, I'm going not on Earth. Finally, I'm going to the digital world. I'd like
Of Cyber New York.
That's him.
no. I'm going to the digital world. I love Digimon. Get my own little digital partner. Are you kidding me? And I might not actually get killed here. I
was
said
about to
Mike.
say,
I said Mike.
That's what you think. That's what you think until your cat turns into a fucking F1 fighter jet and crushes you in your sleep.
Tanner, you should have picked Monster Rancher. You have so many CDs.
I don't like Monster Rancher. I never did. I'm a
No one
Digimon
liked
and
it.
Pokemon person.
Oh, we
No
had
one
way
likes
too
Monster
much
Rancher.
fun with Monster Rancher.
Now
Of
here's
course.
Some of
here's
the
the thing.
craziest things from burnt CDs, though.
Countess
Here's-
contradiction.
Here's the thing though. Those who watch Digimon, and I know there's not many of us, who can guess my reason. One of the reasons.
The dinosaur boy.
Or
Dinosaur
Mimi.
boy. Jeremiah.
Hey Hunter, can
I'm
you name
serious.
somebody Dinosaur Boy
I'm-
Jeremiah?
Motherfucker, you don't even have to ask. I'm already doing it.
Lindsay, who did you guess?
I didn't, but like the only thing I could think of that's female would be Angelwoman, what the cat fucking turns into.
No.
Wait,
I'm not going down that hole.
I heard Aunt Joa Mom, and that's what the cat fucking turns into.
yeah, the cat
Turns into Aunt Jemima.
the cat
Hey,
turns into
fun.
a hot angel.
No, cat fucking became an adjective in there.
I mean, unless she likes Nora or Mimi.
And those were the two that I said.
I like Mimi, but only in series 2.
No one likes Mimi. Anyway,
What are
Let's-
we even talking about?
It's Digimon.
let's go to Double
Digimon,
H.
Digital
I
monsters.
have lost the fucking plot. Litwax
There
is
Arcade
no plot.
from
Oh, there's
Wreck-It.
plots.
That's why I hate it so much. Litwax Arcade from Wreck-It Ralph.
Hell yes.
That's-
Ooh, yeah.
That's probably the cheapest one I have on here because it's also a little bit of a cheat code, right? That's just a bunch of video games.
Yeah,
It's just
Uh-huh.
getting to enjoy a bunch of video
That's-
games at once.
That's fine.
you might jump into that kart racing game and play against actual
No.
Mandy.
Now, see, here's the thing. I fucking took it seriously. It's just an arcade. I'm not some fucking
No, you're
digital
the video.
thing
You're the video
that
game
gets to
character.
go live.
You're Pixel Man.
He's just playing all the video games, and then he's confused when the game doesn't work because Ralph's not there.
That's all.
Well,
Ugh.
look, my last one I'm particularly proud of, and I have no shame. And it's Janine Melnitz from the old Real Ghostbusters cartoon.
Yeah.
You better mean the old one, the original one.
The good one. Yeah, before they turned
Yeah.
her into the
When
handmaid.
J. Michael
sale.
Straczynski was still there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that was it, but
Back when she still had sass.
She was sassy. And she had the red hair.
so I did like Jesse. Jesse, help me out here. Wanted middle-aged black man with sass, big butt, bigger heart. No, there's. I don't know if we've told this story here, and I'm not going to get through the whole thing because it's a little too involved. But Shannon, you know about how they changed Janine and then how they changed her back, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because she
for the
was
sake of the audience.
significantly different.
Well, J. Michael Straczynski, who went on to create a whole bunch of other shit, was one of the guys who was like a writer, a producer, director. I don't know. He did a bunch of stuff for the Real Ghostbusters, and he wanted the cartoon to be as close to the show as possible. It was kind of like in anime in a lot of ways. But when he left over disputes with the network and they started making Slimer a bigger thing, it became Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters. Janine kind of took a backseat, became kind of dumb.
Yes.
Very much like the girl, like they treat her like the stereotypical 90s girl of the team. When he came back, he actually wrote a story around that. She had she wasn't possessed, but it was something like she had some artifact that she kept like wishing on to make herself like physically more attractive.
Which is insane.
And it was affecting her. Yeah, and it was affecting her too. And so the guys had to break its influence over her and change her back to normal. I was like, that's fucking great. They wrote that into the show too, of him being like, no, you ruined one of my best characters and I'm going to fix it. And I'm going to fix it in the show too.
Yeah.
It was very cool.
Which is awesome. Yeah, Janine for sure. 100%. All right, Lindsay.
Indeed.
Not a single
mine is
animal girl on my list.
No.
And I'm proud of that.
My last one is kind of in the same vein as Hunter's, actually. I was taking Video World from Captain N the Game Master.
Oh, but okay.
Oh, yeah.
But are you Captain N? Do you have the blaster and the
No.
controller? Or are you just some
No.
dumbass pixel?
I'm a dumbass pixel.
Dumbass Pixel. Oh God,
in
they're
all the
just
different
flying off
worlds.
the shelf tonight, man. I mean, there's nothing left. It's decimated.
God, let me swallow.
No.
That's 1, 2, 3,
No
4,
one-
5, 6,
No
7,
one
8,
saved that
9,
audio.
10, 11.
No one saved that
11
fucking
name
audio.
changes since the show started. How many people are in the chat?
How
I think
many of
it's
us in the
12.
chat?
We almost went for the
7, 8,
cycle
9, 10,
today.
11, 12, 13. So we've changed all but 2
All but
names in the
2.
course of this fucking show.
That's
Well,
hilarious.
I hate to break the pattern, but that's going to do it for us tonight. Wait, no, did we ever get Lindsay?
Yeah, you're good. It's Video World.
Okay. I know what I'm doing.
Are you sure?
That's going to do
Am
it
I
for
going to
us
be cooking your
tonight.
dinner for you again tonight because you can't?
I'm drinking my dinner, baby.
Why is Lindsay saying it in the same vein as the genie going, did you rub my lamp? Did you?
You wake me up!
Did you wake me up?
Are you looking
You're
at my
getting your
ass?
wishes!
That's gonna do it for us tonight. But and that's it for the week. But it was a good week here on the show. Go back on Tuesday and let's do an all new plays where we well, I don't want to spoil what we fought. Kaz comes up with some creative ways to fight, and they don't always work out.
And I just
True.
shoot something in the face.
She does.
Oh,
That's
my.
also true.
Very
That did
violent
happen.
woman. Violent woman. On Wednesday, we reviewed The Road to El Dorado. And that was a lot of fun.
For extras and epilogues. Yeah.
Yes, that's what inspired my list because Shell from The Road to... I never watched that until I was older. I didn't realize how sexed up they made cartoons at that point. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
You do remember we watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit like 2 weeks ago, right?
And somehow Jessica Rabbit was not as like sexual as Shell from this film.
Well,
I don't know if I got a specific cut of it what, but there was a logo in the bottom right of my version that said Brazzers.
oh fuck! Hey, speaking of next week is the last because I know you're getting to next week anyway. Next week is the last episode of Animation April. We're covering the Fantastic Mr. Fox, which I'm very excited about because I've never seen it. And then Tanner, Tanner, what's May on extras and epilogues? Don't tell
It
him the
is.
movies, just tell him the month.
It is Mel Brooks May.
He's so fucking excited.
Oh, I'm
We're
so
gonna
excited.
announce the lineup for next for that month next week on the show. We will not be letting you all vote because we don't trust you anymore to do
No.
those kinds of
You
things.
can't be trusted.
remember-
I'm sorry.
If Mel Brooks dies before the month's over, Tanner gets $1 million. The
From who?
Mel Brooks
I don't-
estate, I guess. I don't know.
I don't want the money.
I was
I
gonna
know
say
you
he
don't.
wouldn't
I
take
know
it
you
anyway.
don't.
I wouldn't take that.
It
I
was
don't want that money.
it was incredibly hard to pick just 4 movies from Mel Brooks' repertoire. But I think,
Yes,
but I
it
think
really
you got
was.
a good list.
We had about 4 extras that we had to like kick out and be like, okay, which one are we going to add to this list?
Well,
Tanner-
and that's what Mel Brooks May in 2026 is for.
Right?
Tanner
Yeah.
hasn't been this excited
It has
for
a
a
sequel.
show since we did the first I Want to Believe. He is giddy. So, and then of course we start this over next week. We'll do some more random horse shit that entertains the lowest common denominator, and then they message me, and we'll do it again next week. So, for myself, for Jesse, for Lindsay, for Tanner, Hunter, and Shelby, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week. I'm not as out of it as I sound, but they seem to enjoy it. Shelby, take us out.
This has all been generated by AI. None of us were here. Thank you. Good night.
A1.
He won.
Hey Jill.